Notre Dame Navy.
Oh, boy.
Notre Dame is a 12.5-point favorite. They're in MetLife Stadium. This is a noon Eastern kickoff on ABC. I think this spread is very high considering one of these teams ranks number 132 in the nation in plays run. Like, Navy is going to suck possessions out of this game. They play a very deliberate style. Now, how efficient is Navy's offense? Even though they're number 132 in the nation in plays run, they are number 7 in the nation in yards per play. This is an extremely efficient offense, but this is also an offense that has not played anywhere near the athletes that they will see from Notre Dame's defense.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game that we have been using to kind of illustrate whether or not Notre Dame should be worthy of the playoff, right? Like, this is going to be a tentpole win for them, we're anticipating. And they're 12.5-point favorites. Like, so if you're not on the Notre Dame's going to make the playoff bandwagon yet, I know there's a lot of stragglers out there. It's time to join the ship. Now, 12.5 is a lot.
Best daily fantasy game in America. Play $5, get $50 instantly with the code STAPLES. Also, if you're playing Monday Night Football tonight, if you're playing some NBA, because remember the NBA season starts this week, there is an almost free square out there. Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, when he plays the Lakers on Tuesday night, that's a 10 p.m. Eastern tip-off Tuesday night. If he scores a point, you win that square. That's how Prize Picks works. You pick squares. You pick at least 2. The more you pick, the higher the potential payout. So college football board will be being populated as the week goes on, but they got stuff every night. NBA, MLB, darts, esports, WNBA, you name it. They got it all. And you got an almost free square with the Ant-Man, who would have been awesome had he played football. If you've seen the youth football highlights, holy crap, he was amazing. So download the Prize Picks app. Use the code STAPLES. Play $5. Get $50 instantly. A lot, especially considering there's going to be like 3 or 4 fewer possessions in this game than your normal game.
It's like they don't have the luxury of not scoring when they have the football in this game, especially if Navy comes out and wins a few possessions early and gets into the end zone. So, I know that playing a triple option is difficult, and it's hard to adjust to that in the middle of the year when you haven't seen it. And I think it's going to be even harder to adjust to it because A, Navy's really good in what it does, and B, it's been more creative offensively this year. Like, I think that, like, it's not just, the same old Navy offense that we've seen from the past, 20 years or whatever. Like, I think that, like, their offensive coordinator has been very creative in choosing when to throw. They are explosive, and it's just, I think that's too many points, Andy. I think Notre Dame's going to win, but I think that's going to be a hard game. I don't think they're going to go blow Navy.
I agree. So I think there's two potential outcomes here. This is either a one possession game that we are all like on the edge of our seats at 3:00 in the afternoon trying to figure out if Notre Dame can survive this thing, or Notre Dame simply out athletes them and wins by 20.
Yeah. It would be electric if Navy got the ball with 7 minutes and 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter down by 4.
Yeah.
And you like watch them go down and do one of those triple option drives. The thing here, Andy, is that like the over-under number is 51.5, and that's not a very high number. So if you do think that Notre Dame is going to out-athlete Navy, then that probably
you're heavy on the over because you're going to have some turnovers in that situation too, probably.
And like also like, do you think that Navy or that Notre Dame's going to score 40 in this game? Like I think that if Navy scores with the way that they move the ball and run the clock, that like it's going to be pretty hard for them unless they just go on a scoring barrage to cover 12.5 points. I just think it's going to be tough.
It's just there will be fewer possessions. Possessions will be more precious. It's going to be hard. Yeah, it's going to be hard to get that many points. So I'm taking Navy to cover in this one. What you got?
I'm taking Navy to cover too. I think Notre Dame is going to win by like 10.
All right.